Hi everybody, I really did not want to make this video. I had to stop working on some stuff that I'm working on for some folks on the ground and tell you that according to what I can tell, based on things that have been sent to me, that ICE is already doing on the ground door-to-door operations in St. Paul at least. Like an hour and a half ago, it looks like, they blocked off an entire street and they were just going door to door with squads of 4 to 10 people. And they're absolutely knocking on people's doors, and they're doing door-to-door enforcement right now. And I just gotta say, if you are on a street that is impacted by this kind of operation, it is your constitutional duty and also your right to make these people identify themselves as law enforcement and to make them show you judicial warrants that are signed by a judge. And I hope that you all can stay very safe. Yeah, really fucking insane. Jesus.
Don't you get it? It's already too late. If we have masked men in the streets pulling people from their homes, from their cars, from their schools, from their jobs, without asking for a proper identification, without even giving them, if we just have masked men stealing people in the streets, why don't we stop there? Why is it not a problem just there? Now all of a sudden we're having moral debates on whether a woman deserved to be shot for driving through the street. Was it because she was protesting or a legal observer or impeding a legal process? No, she was a human being in her car on the streets. What are we not getting about this? We are already surpassing Hitler, Nazi Germany. Do you not see this? If we have to debate the morality of does a person deserve to be shot in the face by a masked man who just jumped out of his car working for the government, what have we become? Why are we here scrolling instead of getting out to the streets? I'm so serious, and I'm going to keep scrolling because honestly, nobody would join me if I got in the streets, would they? Because that's the thing, when we go to the streets, we go out the streets with our little plastic signs and we say, stop shooting people, arrest ICE. Do you think that's going to help a woman who just got shot? This is serious. This is no longer political debate online material. This is no longer wave your flag in the air in the streets material. This is Civil War, revolutionary bullshit, and I'm scared to say this on the internet because I know the government's watching me, and y'all better be fucking afraid of what you're doing to your people because we will bite back. This is our country, and we deserve to take it back from the very terrorists running it now.
And I'm just fucking curious, are we great yet? Are we fucking great yet? Are we a great country? Is this one? Is fucking great? Huh? Americans working their fucking ass off 50, 60 fucking hours a week to have nothing to show to it? Are we fucking great? Is America great where ICE agents are shooting citizens in the fucking street and the government's saying it's self-defense? Are we fucking great yet? Because what do you mean? I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life and I'm struggling more than I was struggling 5 years ago unemployed. Are you so fucking serious? I'm having to overdraw my account every single week just to make ends meet, and that's mostly for fucking groceries. Okay? I have 4 fucking teenagers. Do you know what it's like trying to feed teenage boys? And I got one turning 15 today, and I have $6 fucking in my account. I can't get him a present. I can't get him a cake. I have another one whose first fucking basketball game is today. I was gonna take them out to dinner to celebrate the birthday of the basketball game, and I have no fucking money! But the fucking family on food stamps, which I'm one of them. By the way, we have food stamps. I'm one of those families who would use her food stamps to fucking buy my 15-year-old birthday cake, but I don't even have any food stamps because of you fucking assholes! You think you're making America great because you're a fucking racist, bigoted dickwad, but all you're doing is hurting us, people like me, the working class families who are doing nothing but trying to achieve their own fucking American dream. And for
Shalom, Yasharallah. It's your brother, Darash Shmat. I'm affiliate of the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. I'm back with another lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash, and double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone for bringing out this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, which includes 144,000 rest elect out there scattered around the world, including no speck of bird Israelites who may look like the other nations, but are not. And this is not a black thing. It's not about skin color. The Israelites are scattered all around the world, and they mingle with these other nations, and they look like them, but you are who you are according to the seed of your fathers. This word goes out to the 12 tribes scattered abroad because the scriptures were only written unto the nation of Israel. So the title of this one, The Beginning of Sorrows. These Babylonians are starting to realize it's too late. So you've seen the intro videos, seen the gentleman talking about ICE going door to door. Okay, we know they talk about something similar in the scriptures in 2nd Ezra. That would be cast, from our houses. Okay, so we know that's coming. Okay, so the scriptures, it talks about this, but this is just the beginning. Things are going to ramp up, okay? You see the lady give her speech about how, it's like too late, man. Like these protests and all of this stuff, that's not working, okay? We got people calling for picking up arms and stuff like that. There was a dude talking about it's no longer time to go to the ballot box. It's time to pick up the bullet box. I don't have that video, but I've seen it. And then this other lady, she's, crashing out. She don't have her food stamps. She's always overdrawing. She's like, well, when is America going to be great? Well, Babylon is finished. This place is, going down. Yahweh Shai said, I see Satan falling from heaven like lightning, speaking about Esau's fall. And that's what we're watching, okay? This place is going to crumble. This is only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I've constantly told y'all about these birth pains, okay, and how things are just going to continue to get worse. It waxes and wanes, but every time it just gets a little bit worse, okay, until we're at that point, all right, where it's just going to be complete chaos, all right, and we're just going to be relying on the faith of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay. So this is Matthew, the 24th chapter. In verse 4, and it says, And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, so what? DJ Trump talking about Colombia, Mexico, Canada, Greenland, and now Iran, okay? And then there's, the increasing tension with NATO now, okay? Because of, the Greenland situation. And then you still got what's going over there with Russia and Ukraine. You got the, tension with China, with Taiwan. Maybe they'll make a move over there since America moved on Venezuela. All of these things are up in the air, okay? You got the health insurance prices going through the roof, people losing their jobs. Inflation is it's so high that prices are so high that when people, like the lady said, I'm making more money than I ever made before, and it's still not enough, okay? And it's not going to be enough. It's only going to get worse, okay? A measure of wheat for a penny, okay, for a day's wages, all right? So you're going to have enough to eat basically for a whole day's wages, man. Like, that's what's coming. All right? Don't be expecting things to get better, because it's not. Where was I? Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, and we've been seeing some of that. Okay? And all these are the beginning of sorrows, because it gets worse. Okay? It's going to get worse. So prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, okay, for this, for what's coming. Okay? We have, an advantage of knowing, that this is coming. All right? Before it happens, you've been warned. That's the whole point of the trumpet being blown. Okay? So that you know what's coming. That's what the prophets did. All right? What is it? Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1, it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So as that warning. So cry aloud, spare not. Okay, don't hold back. Tell them. Okay? Tell them what's going on. Tell them about their sins. Okay? Don't sugarcoat it. Okay? Don't tell them smooth things in their lives. And show my people their transgression. Show them what they're doing wrong. Okay? Teach them between between righteousness and wickedness. Okay? You gotta, let them know, oh, this is profane. This is clean. Okay? You have to show them the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? And it says, in the house of Jacob, there are sins. All right? So that's what the prophets, are set up to do. So the message is to repent, before that time comes where the doors are closed and where you're no longer able to repent. All right? So that's what's coming. And for all of you who still have hope in this place, that's utter foolishness. Okay? Because our people, they've put their hope in, all these heathenistic countries and stuff, for centuries. And it's always failed them. Okay? Your only hope is in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the only way you're going to get, out of this. All right? Because everything is going to be taken from you in this time. Whether it's your house, your car, your wife, your kids, your family, any and everything you ever loved. All right? That's what's coming. They're coming for everything, man. I've been seeing people talking about, oh, my mortgage went up a whole $1,000. Okay? I can't afford it anymore. All right? They're coming for it. Your property taxes going up, everything. All right? You won't be able to survive. That's what's coming, man. They're trying to make you totally dependent on them. Or they're going to break you down. Okay? Bring order out of the chaos. Okay? World War III is becoming a trending topic now. Okay? People are talking about it. They're like, we already in it. That's something you were hearing the prophets talk about. Now, it's just lay people talking about, yeah, we already in it, man. People don't name the war until, years later and say this is when it started. But we already in it. All right? That's what's happening. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 51. Okay? In verse 7, it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunk. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay, so Babylon pushed these philosophies on these nations. They sent out their little agents, their propaganda, and they stirred up all of these nations, tried to poison them with all of these philosophies and doctrines. They overthrew governments, put in their little sleeper cells and had their operatives moving and, causing chaos around the world. Okay? All for their control. Okay? To make money, to start wars and do all of this wickedness that they do. All right? It says, therefore the nations are mad. All right? After all of this stuff, the lies, the betrayal, all of this, even his own allies, okay, are getting mad. They're getting angry. Okay? And all of this is going to accumulate into war. Okay? But Babylon is going to be fallen. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, like put on some type of ointment or whatever. If so be, she may be healed. Like, what can we do, okay, to fix this situation? Like, okay, maybe we could, do some type of program to, stimulate the economy or, bring jobs back here and, increase people's, minimum wage or something like that so that they could like survive in this economy and stuff like that. Like, no, none of that's gonna work. There's no strategy, there's no protest, there's nothing you can do to stop what's coming. World War III, Civil War, death, destruction is coming. This whole place is gonna be turned into a desert wasteland. Because these other nations gonna get so sick of it that they gonna launch their missiles, them ICBM nuclear missiles. And this place is gonna be turned into the lake of fire. That's what's coming. Death and destruction. All right? But many great evils have to befall this place before that happens. Verse 9, and it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right? So this place can't be saved. All right? People are going to be trying to get up out of here. Okay? Especially people who have a home country, to go back to. All right? Especially with, how DJ Trump is moving. All right, people want to get away from it. They got, Americans who want to get out of here. All right, and this is where they were born. And what they gonna do? Where they gonna go? All right. There's nothing here. People talk about the American dream. That dream is dead. There is no American dream. Okay, that was just a lie. That was a fairy tale. Okay, that's like when your parents told you about Santa Claus. That's a lie. That's what the American dream is. All right? It's just something that they made up. They told kids at nighttime. It's not real. It's a facade. It's a fantasy. All right? People are really suffering here, and it's only going to get worse. All right? This place is, it's basically a third world country. And it's about to go down. It's going to be the greatest downfall in history. And it's going to happen just within an hour's time. Just you watch. So I hope this short lesson was edifying. Shalom Yasharal.